This just came in. Breaking news. The drones that are being spotted off the East Coast in New Jersey are coming from Iran. And they got a mothership out there in the ocean where they're launching them from. This was just reported on by a high ranking official, and I'll play it here in a minute for you can hear it. Back up exactly what I'm saying. And using America, you pay for this attack with your taxes. And you could thank the Obama administration at the time for it. And you can also thank Biden for continuing on with the destruction of the United States of America from within. He's dirty. He's foul. He's nasty, man. I'm going to play a little bit. And you all listen to this. Hang on a second. Make sure it's up high enough. All right, here we go.
Not attend. You came out, you were hot. You said that a lot of people in there, about 50 legislators were there. People were getting angry. Why was that? What happened?
Because we all drove from quite a distance away. I drove 2 hours here. I spent an hour inside there. Complete waste of my time. That was an amateur hour presentation where they told us nothing. When I got here today, I was concerned about what I could tell my constituents to ease their concerns. Now I'm legitimately concerned. The Colonel of State Police told us that he had one of his helicopters hovered above one of these drones, but felt unsafe for the pilots, so he let the drone go and had them come land. We are not, the state police, the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, they are not doing what they need to do to figure out what the issue is. Their answer to us was they don't have any answers, and they're not sure what's going on. I'll tell you one thing. It's not about the technology. It's not about the resources. It's not about the personnel. It's about the attitude and the attitude to put forth everything they need to do to get this done. I came out of that meeting pissed, and I am pissed, because our residents in this state deserve a government that works for them. And what I saw in there was a government full of freaking excuses, and it really annoys me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your time. Really, really appreciate it. You hear the frustration there, and the frustration is echoed by the residents of New Jersey who spent a lot of money in taxes, and they feel that it's not being spent well because they're still being left in the dark. We'll send it back to you, Harris.
Now, I want you to listen to what's about ready to be said, man.
Governor Phil Murphy said, if taxes aren't your thing, don't move to Jersey. We know how much we're spending. Nate Foy, thank you. This is dangerous for the whole country. I mean, just think about this. If we have objects in the sky that are the size of an SUV over any city, over any state, it's an invasion of our airspace. In focus now, Republican Congressman Jeff Van Drew of New Jersey, member of the House
Now, I want you to listen to what this man says, man.
Judiciary Committee on the Hill right now. How do you address this at this point?
Well, here's the real deal, Harris. You know, I'm also on the Transportation Committee, on the Aviation Subcommittee, and I've gotten to know people. And from very high sources, very qualified sources, very responsible sources, I'm going to tell you the real deal. Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off, I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones. It's everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly. Now, we know there was a probability it could have been our own government. We know it's not our own government because they would have let us know. It could have been some really glorified hobbyists that were doing something unbelievable. They don't have the technology. But let's pretend that's possible. The third possibility was somebody, an adversarial country, doing this. Know that Iran made a deal with China to purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward. The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. These drones should be shot down. Whether it was some crazy hobbyist that we can't imagine, or whether it is Iran, and I think it very possibly could be, they should be shot down. We are not getting the full deal, and the military is on alert with this.
Look, you've given us some pretty dire information just here, and I want to make sure that our viewers are digesting this. Iran has the capability to pull up along our eastern seaboard and launch drones the size of an SUV into the skies of several states, particularly New Jersey, where we know the incoming president has a large home, also in the same county or nearby where some of these drones in New Jersey have been seen. That capability exists. It's possible some of those drones are here. So I have two questions. How are they fueling them? They have to land somewhere. Drones don't fly forever. Why don't they close down the airspace? Yes, it's inconvenient. Yes, it's the holidays. Shut it down. But if you start shooting things and you don't know how they're fueled, that's going to be mass explosions. This isn't like one spy balloon. Congressman, this is serious.
We've got to bring them down, and we've got to find a way to bring them down.
Got to shoot them down.
Know exactly where they're landing. Obviously, I have some information, and again, this isn't just Jeff Van Drew. Oh, let's get on Harris Faulkner show and say something outrageous. I'm telling you a straight deal from very high positioned individuals who are telling me this. And the bottom line is they're launching them. They are across the country. We don't even have anything like this. Our government and also certainly our hobbyists don't. So think about it. Not only do I have the information, but it's also common sense. We've got to get them down. We've got to determine how they function, what they do, make sure that we can get them, and you're right, in a safe way. When I say shoot them down, get them down any way that you can, but right now they're probably extracting information. This is a clear and present danger to the United States and to our president-elect, and it's a serious business.
Well, and if one of them happens to fall and they're fueled,
Absolutely.
that explosion could kill people. I have to let you go, Congressman, but I'm so grateful for your time.
Now, did you hear what he was saying? You know, they got a contract, Iran, to assassinate Trump, and they're flying these damn drones over some of his property, you know, and our government ain't doing jack diddly shit about this. They're allowing it. I'm telling you, man, you people on the left, man, you don't understand. You want to destroy this country. You're destroying yourself, man. Your family members, your own livelihood, man. You know, you might think that you're doing things for the right and the right reason, and I'm not going to judge you for that, man. But when it comes to this country, man, I'll tell you what, man, I'll kick them in the nuts, man. It's that simple, man. You know, and look what China's doing right now. Thailand. You know, they're sitting there surrounding it and shit, man. If you don't think that World War III ain't already started, then there's something wrong with you, brothers and sisters. What's up, Paris? Truth News Talks. What's up? You know, I'm going to play this again here in a minute because I want people to hear what this man's saying, man. You know, he Van Drew, he's coming out and calling it for what it is, man. He's giving us information that our own government ain't giving us and shit, man. And they should be giving us this information. But when you're sitting there destroying the country from within, your own president of the United States of America is a fucking traitor, man. And where is he off? In La La Land somewhere and shit, man, at his beach home property and shit, man. Where's the vice president at? Where was any of the Department of the DOJ, DOD, Homeland Security, all the rest of them? Where the hell are none of them? They got stand down orders, man. And we got technology to take down drones. I was just watching a video with
Thank you.
lasers taking out drones. And it was just posted yesterday. And we got ways of knocking out their signal and all that shit, man. But I was watching the laser videos, man, taking out the drones, and it was quite amazing, man. Thing ain't very big either and shit, man. Sit there and tell us they don't know nothing and shit. They sit there lying to each and every one of your face, man. You know? I'm pissed off that they lied. You know, that's. But why? But I know why they're lying, because they want to do this. They want, they want, what they want to do, kill fucking Trump, man. They already tried twice and shit. But you're gonna allow a fucking another country to have a mothership off the East Coast and launching drones into the United States of America's airspace and over public fucking housings, and not do a damn thing about it, and knowing that it's been going on for quite a while. Okay, this ain't the only place they're doing it. Okay, by the way, and don't forget when that Chinese balloon flew all across the United States of America, they didn't shoot that son of a bitch down till it got off the East Coast and shit, man. Until it gathered all that information. Biden did not shoot that thing down till it gathered all that information, man. It's treason, man. But now we know. People can come out here and say all this and say all this and this and that and that and that. But now we know that Iran's the one doing it. And what gets me is he says that they got an idea of where that mothership is that's launching them from. Well, take the son of a bitch out. Send a couple jets out there, man, in the ocean and shit, man, and fucking blow it up out of the fucking water. It's that simple. I don't care whose feelings I hurt, man, about it, man. That's what needs to be done. It should have been done a long time ago, man. Well, I'm glad I broke it and brung it out to you all and shit, man, because I want people going out there and this and that and that. But don't think that there ain't no alien drones, probes, orbs interacting and shit, monitoring what's going on. All right? Because that's exactly what's going on with that part of it too. Okay, they do exist, and they're watching and they're monitoring what the hell them crazy humans are gonna do. It's like, oh, we need to go up in space and go to Mars and populate the universe. You think these other intelligent life forms want us out there, man? We can't get along with each other on this own planet, man. Our own freaking planet, we can't get along with each other. You think that these intelligent life forms that exist beyond us want us up there and shit when we can't even get along with ourselves, man? Hell no, they don't, man. Since I got here, I've been nothing but spitting the truth, man. How come I ain't picked up my game? How come I ain't keep rolling and shit like all these other YouTube channels and Twitter accounts and Facebook accounts, blah, 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 blah. Because I've been doing it for so long. It's tiring, man. It's old, But I told you, man, when get close to the end of days, which you're living right now, you're the chosen generation, man. You're the chosen ones. Just be that of God and God's army, man, because we are an army to fear. Trust me on this. Let me play it one more time before we get it on record. And that way, if anything happens to this channel again, hopefully somebody, well, I'm sure forget it. I'm going to play it again anyway, but don't matter if something happens to the channel, because there's going to be lots of other people are going to come out and fucking start spreading it, man. So I just happen to be right on it, fucking right on Jump Street, man. Yeah, it's sad, man. The United States government, they ain't even protecting fucking the upcoming president, man. Because sit there allowing them to fly over Trump's property, man, like that. That's something by itself, man. And fly over people's housing and shit, man. That's another thing, man.
Muting.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it one more time. I'm just gonna talk here for a minute and shit, man. You're seeing too many signs, man. You know, Israel's taking over the mountain and shit where the fallen ones fell upon, man. You know, bam, boom, bam, bing. God's gonna plant his feet on a mountain, man. And that mountain's gonna crumble to the north and to the south. Israel bears to the west of it. Syria. But he's gave us the future. He's made sure that we were all shown the future of the now and prepare for his coming. But yet people want to come out here and twist everything around and make it into something that it ain't. No, not that it's twisted in something. Well, twisted in something it ain't, man. You know, because what God said, man. You just read what God says, man. That's the way it's going to go down. You don't listen to these other people. Well, this is going to, you know, blah, blah, blah. No, man. There's going to be a great earthquake, man, that the likes of this planet ain't never seen, man. Yep. Stars are going to fall from the heavens, which ain't going to be stars. They're going to be bombs, nuclear bombs. Because they didn't have words for nuclear bombs and shit back in them days, man. They could only describe what the Lord Jesus Christ was and what it looked like. To them, it looked like stars from the heavens, man. You know, pillars of smoke, you know, it's a nuclear bomb going off. You know, they didn't have the words to describe such technology that we possess now. No, knock that over. He's a troublemaker. He's a troublemaker. That's Possum Pete. Possum Pete with the big feet. Ah. Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah, it just should piss a lot of people off, man. The government knows exactly, you know, and they even know where these things, where the motherships located and shit, man. They ain't doing nothing about it, man. That's bullshit. I'm looking for the new kitten, man. The one I rescued that was almost dead. He's doing all right, but he's got something going on with him that it's not going to be curable. But we'll give him a good life for a couple years, man. See, he would have been already passed away a long time ago, months ago, if I wouldn't have brung him in and doctored him up, took him to the vet. Can only do so much. But he's spoiled. He'll be all right for a while. When I notice the pain's can't take the pain no more, then we'll do what we have to do. But till then, you can do whatever. All my other cats, man, they don't eat table scraps or anything like that, man. We don't give them table scraps anyway. But if you did, they won't eat it. They won't eat pork chops. They won't eat hamburger. They'll eat a little bit of chicken or turkey, but you know you can set a can of tuna fish down and the cats won't even eat it, man. They just walk away from it, man. But that kitten, man, he'll eat anything you give him, man. He just loves human food. And I shouldn't do that, man, but I know his life and how long he's got. So if he likes to share a cheeseburger with me, he's more than welcome to. All right, man. Let's play that again. One more time, man. One more time. Then we'll
Unmuted.
go cook some lunch here in a minute.
This is dangerous for the whole country. I mean, just think about this. If we have objects in the sky that are the size of an SUV over any city, over any state, it's an invasion of our airspace. In focus now, Republican Congressman Jeff Van Drew of New Jersey, member of the House Judiciary Committee on the Hill right now. How do you address this at this point?
Well, here's the real deal, Harris. I'm also on the Transportation Committee, on the Aviation Subcommittee, and I've gotten to know people. And from very high sources,
Jeff Van
very
Drew,
qualified sources,
Republican from New Jersey.
Sources, I'm going to tell you the real deal. Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off. I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones. It's everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly. Now, we know there was a probability it could have been our own government. We know it's not our own government because they would have let us know. It could have been some really glorified hobbyists that were doing something unbelievable. They don't have the technology. But let's pretend that's possible. The third possibility was somebody, an adversarial country, doing this. Know that Iran made a deal with China to purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward. The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. These drones should be shot down. Whether it was some crazy hobbyist that we can't imagine, or whether it is Iran, and I think it very possibly could be, they should be shot down. We are not getting the full deal, and the military is on alert with this.
Look, you've given us some pretty dire information just here, and I want to make sure that our viewers are digesting this. Iran has the capability to pull up along our eastern seaboard and launch drones the size of an SUV into the skies of several states, particularly New Jersey, where we know the incoming president has a large home, also in the same county or nearby where some of these drones in New Jersey have been seen. That capability exists. It's possible some of those drones are here. So I have two questions. How are they fueling them? They have to land somewhere. Drones don't fly forever. Why don't they close down the airspace? Yes, it's inconvenient. Yes, it's the holidays. Shut it down. But if you start shooting things and you don't know how they're fueled, that's going to be mass explosions. This isn't like one spy balloon. Congressman, this is serious.
We've got to bring them down, and we've got to find a way to bring them down. I don't know exactly where they're landing. Obviously, I have some information. And again, this isn't just Jeff Van Drew. Oh, let's get on Harris Faulkner's show and say something outrageous. I'm telling you a straight deal from very high positioned individuals who are telling me this. And the bottom line is they're launching them. They are across the country. We don't even have anything like this. Our government and also certainly our hobbyists don't. So think about it. Not only do I have the information, but it's also common sense. We've got to get them down. We've got to determine how they function, what they do, make sure that we can get them, and you're right, in a safe way. When I say shoot them down, get them down any way that you can, but right now they're probably extracting information. This is a clear and present danger to the United States and to our president-elect, and it's a serious business.
Well, and if one of them happens to fall, and their fuel, that explosion could kill people. I have to let you go, Congressman, but I'm so grateful for your time today. I want to tell her.
Remember a while back when I think it was a Russian sub was in the Gulf Coast, in the Gulf, and we didn't recognize it was there for over a month. Till after it left. And the only reason we knew it was there is because they said more or less goodbye, But just think of China, man, and the technology they got. They could have it fucking on the East Coast, the West Coast, up in the Gulf area. hell, maybe even in Canada, man, from the north. You know, and he touched on a couple things. He says they know where they're launching them from. Well, just shoot the son of a bitch and mothership up out of the water, man. Be done with it, you know. Bam boom, bam bing. You know, and he also said, you know, that if you listen, he says across the country, not just New Jersey, across the country, you know, in different parts of the United States of America and United Kingdom and shit, that they're doing this shit from it. And just think, they got to have some kind type of mothership over there in the United Kingdom up one of their coasts and shit where they're launching it from, man. You know, I always knew it was coming from the water. I always knew it, man. It was coming off the coast because I listened to another video of an airplane pilot coming in to I think the New York airport, whatever one of the airports anyway. And he's seen the drone and he's seen it off the coast, the East Coast, as he was coming in. And he's telling the control tower about it, shit, man. And he landed. And when he landed the shit, man, he taxied to the gate area, shit, and they came back on and told him that they wanted to talk to him about it, shit, man. The FBI, whoever, you know, fucking bozo motherfuckers. And they took that airplane pilot in and questioned him and shit, man. So I knew they were coming off the ocean, man. I knew it, man. I knew the water. I thought maybe the river somewhere, and so that don't make sense, man, because it's gonna have to be a good size enough ship where they can, whether they're fueled or electric or whatever, man. They're gonna have to recharge them or refuel them and shit. So yeah, they could be putting some poisonous shit up in that shit, man, releasing it, you know, some like disease X and shit. You know, look what happened with COVID, man, and shit. You know, accident or not, man, it still was a biological weapon, man. Maybe these son of bitches are spraying biological weapons over our head, man. You know, don't sit there and tell me you're the government and we the people shouldn't have no fucking concern. You guys have been jacking shit off since fucking way back when and shit, man. Ever since you became fucking evil, twisted, money whores. Sit there and tell me the people shouldn't be worried and shit, man. What if they got some fucking little fucking dirty bombs on the son of a bitches, man? Huh? What if they got some dirty bombs? And how many are there flying around? And they set off them dirty bombs and shit, man. It ain't so much the damage and shit, man. It's the radiation fallout, man. Knock out the power grids, man. You hear about it all the fucking time. EMPs and shit, man. Knocking out our power grids and shit. And here we got a foreign country flying over our power grids and shit, man. And can set off a dirty bomb and knock that shit out like that, man. You know? And what if they're sitting there fucking and they're not alone? They got the Chinese and you got Russia and North Korea and shit, man, sitting somewhere waiting for fucking all this to get together and shit and just have a party here in the United States of America. Huh? Tell you not to worry. Tell them to fuck off, man. Tell them we're worried because the government's in fucking charge of every fucking thing and they can't do nothing right, man. Except fucking sit there and try to arrest and enslave and take away our rights and shit, man. And take away God from us, man. That we ain't supposed to believe in the King of Kings, the one and only and shit, man. You know? I don't have no other gods that I worship, man, and shit. I don't worship money and shit, man. I worship the King of Kings, man. You know, and I am that of God and God's army. And you better fear us, man. You know, this is God's showing you the truth and opening up that curtain and shit. So here it is, man. Ben Time Traveler showing you exactly what's going on right now, man. Listen. Don't want to hear him be a hater all the time, man. You know the facts and shit. And you're going to come out, you're going to have other people sitting there that work for the government that have YouTube channels and shit and come out here and lie and twist and bend and distort and shit, man, and tell you it's all a lie that they're not coming from Iran and shit. But you as American taxpayers, you paid for that money, man, or you paid for that drones, man. Fuck. You sending skids of cash, man, cash, planefuls of cash over there and shit, man, paying for this shit. That's why Biden is in there. He did little sanction and shit on Iran and shit. Nobody's talking about that. Yeah, he just did it, man. Nobody's talking about it. I'm coming out here spitting it shit, man. He put that shit on like it's gonna make them stop doing what they're doing and shit with the drones and shit, man. Motherfucker, you take away all their shit, man. And you know what, man? You don't even stop there, man, because when Trump gets in office, man, I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen, man. He's going to bomb the shit out of fucking Iran's nuclear fucking program, man. All right? I already told you, man. Before it even happened, man. Shit, I ain't scared, man. Look at Israel, man. Taking over the mountain and shit, man. Hello. God said that this was going to happen. But you see what China's doing right now and shit, man. You think, man, you got enough time to wait before these dirty, evil, satanic, devil worshiping pieces of shit do something here in the United States of America and the UK and a couple other places around the world, man. Trust me on this, man. Yeah, they sit there and your government's telling you, we have no clue and shit. They should just come right out and tell, yeah, the American people, man, look, man, Orion's doing this. They got blah, 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 and we're going to do everything we can do to stop it, man. Bam, boom, bam, bang. Don't come out here and fucking bullshit the people and shit, man, because you're getting paid by a fucking foreign government, man. You're getting your cut and shit because you're a money whore. Shit. I bet you, and even though it ain't going to happen, but I'm just saying, if this was to happen, that Biden was going to be arrested here in the United States of America for crimes that he fucking committed and shit, he'd be right over there in China, man, living. He would move him and his family over to China and die, man. But that's not going to happen. He's going to die here in the United States of America, man, and Trump's going to go to his funeral. That's truth. That's the facts. You just ain't seen it yet, but it's going to happen. It'll come full circle. Lying dogs is what they are, man. Want to destroy the United States of America, man. And they're setting up other shit, man. I've been telling you about it, man. The Great Depression ain't going to be shit to what your grandparents went through and shit, great-grandparents. I got to remember, man, we moved along in the timeline and shit, man. It's supposed to be your great-grandparents. I got to remember, man, I'm a little farther down the timeline now. But it's going to be worse than that, man. There's more people to starve than there was back then. Back then, shit, life was hard enough and shit, man, to survive, man. You didn't have all your fancy grocery stores and your drive-thrus and all that shit, man, back in them days, man. So now all that disappears. Your grocery stores and your McDonald's and your Burger King and Taco Bell and Chipotle and all that shit just poof gone and shit. And you can't turn on a light switch for power and you can't heat your home because nothing's working and shit, man. It's a different time, man, than it was back then. So that's why more and more people are going to die. Not just the simple fact there's more people, but there's more of this technology that people depend on, man. Back then they didn't have to depend on so much of what you are now. Like people walk around with their phones up their ass now and shit, man. Driving down the road, walking in the store, walking down the street, constantly got that freaking mark of the beast in their face, man. It's like Google asking me, you want to open up your password your with your face, use your face as a password. Do you want to use your thumb as a password? And I said, no, man, because the Lord Jesus Christ, King of Kings, told me, man, about the mark of the beast being on the forehead, my face, man, and the mark of the beast being on the hand. No, I don't. Oh, you got to have a chip in you. No, the chips in the computer, the chips in the system, the mark of the beast, man. It's. But you use your face, man. You go along with the mark of the beast. Use your thumbprint. You go along mark of the beast. No, don't want to use my eyeball. Don't want to use none of that shit, man. I want to be old school, man. Type in a password that's about fucking 20 miles long and shit, man. Uppers and lowers and numbers and cases, all that shit, man. Fucking, that's I'll remember. If I can't remember, I'll have it written down somewhere. But no, you don't need to be using my face and shit. I already told you, man. When I first got here, all them years ago, I told you I do not consent for you using my face or my fucking voice. Hang on a minute, man. What are you doing? Troublemaker, man. I'm telling you, he's into something right now. He's a troublemaker, man. I don't know what he knocked down. What are you doing? You getting in trouble? Up here where I can. Troublemaker feet, man. Possum feet with the big feet. All right, man. Peace, love, and understanding. Much respect be that of God and God's army, because we are an army to fear, man. Now you know. Now you know the truth.